Let's count the cost and get to the world of business. And Kenya's national debt has surged by a staggering 72% over the last few years, outpacing revenue growth and deepening concern over the country's fiscal sustainability. This is according to ICA Lion Consumer Spending Index, which revealed that due to this, banks may be upholding a high interest rate for credit, despite downward revision of the base rate by the central bank, indicative of a lack of faith in policy and economic stability.
Kenya's public debt has ballooned from 6.7 trillion shillings in June of 2020 to 11.5 trillion shillings in June 2025, a staggering 72% increase as revenue grew steadily from 1.6 trillion shillings to 2.6 trillion shillings within the same period.
The fiscal spending, I think the World Bank has, and as well as IMF, has really had a running conversation on fiscal consolidation. That is yet to happen in a significant or material way to really, of course, improve our current account deficit position.
This is according to the latest findings of the Investor Pulse report by ILAM, which reckons this widening gap between revenue and borrowing signals mounting pressure on the country's debt servicing capacity.
They can only do it through unlocking. We can only perhaps have more revenue collection through unlocking the business environment. So we need to see the transmission effects coming in, so that at least it can increase revenue collection.
Analysts now warning that without decisive fiscal discipline and structural reforms, Kenya risks being trapped in a cycle of rising debt obligations and constrained development spending.
Sometimes we see that individual spending is increasing, but retail business sales are not increasing at the same level or are even flattening out. And one of the explanations for that is downtrading. We've definitely seen that in the alcohol sector, where we've seen a lot of counterfeiting of products. So the downtrading is definitely a factor in where we see that the consumer spend has increased, but retail business sales have not picked up.
This as Kenya's small and micro enterprises face tough conditions in the second quarter of 2025, with analysts now saying there could be a downward revision of the projected GDP growth to 4.9%. Hibak Said for TV 47.